Hi, I'm Som. I live in Brooklyn and I love biking to work. Except for this one stretch, it's agony. Every day I see riders like me just looking miserable going up that hill. Other than that, it's the best part of my day. I am a design technologist. I've worked on the future of urban mobility at MIT's Media Lab. I know this is an important problem to solve. Bike commuting has a measurable impact on riders, communities, and the environment. But no one wants to work up a sweat on the way to work. Effort is a key pain point for bike commuters worldwide. No solution approaches this problem from the commuter's point of view. Electric bike upgrades are either too expensive and permanent or too cumbersome and heavy. So this past year, I co-founded Clip with my friend Clem, a global operations expert. We interviewed hundreds of commuters as we designed, built, and tested our alpha prototype. We understand that to make biking effortless, we need a solution that's inexpensive and will fit any bike. The solution must be portable and lightweight, so it can easily be tossed in a purse or a backpack after every use, and recharged quickly. Imagine if all of us bike to work just twice a week. The carbon impact would be like taking 50,000 cars off of our streets. We need your help to finish building our MVP and to test with more commuters. Join us in bringing Clip to the world.
Glenn, please continue.
Oh, France, my Paris years. Everywhere I went, I could get incredible cheese. There were the fondue restaurants, the cheese carts, the cheese shops. Oh, the fondue. Doctor, it was the belle époque. It was a cheese heaven.
And?
When I returned back home, I tried everything. I tried making cheese, but it was complicated and such a mess. I tried to buy it, but it was such poor quality or so damn expensive. It was hopeless. I couldn't get the good stuff. I ended up becoming...
Glenn, it's okay. Please continue.
I ended up becoming a cheese junkie. Processed, tasteless, full of additives, cheddar, feta, mozzarella. It didn't matter. I did anything I could to get my cheese fix.
Oh, hey, Glenn.
Hey, man.
What'll it be? Can I interest you in some classic American kind?
Yeah, let's try it. Oh, fine. That's when I hit rock bottom, doctor.
I've heard enough. You're suffering from a classic case of GCDS, good cheese depletion syndrome, a condition prevalent amongst expats from parts of Europe and increasingly just about anyone who appreciates really good cheese.
GCDS?
Yes, you really need good cheese. Fresh or aged, it doesn't matter. As long as it's delicious, affordable, and healthy, there's really only one cure, Glenn. It's the FROMMAGIO.
Hi, I'm Glenn, the founder of FROMMAGIO. You are looking at a prototype of the world's first smart automated cheesemaker for home use. For over 2 years, my team and I have been working tirelessly with top electrical and mechanical engineers to create FROMMAGIO. FROMMAGIO takes a factory full of machines or a cabinet full of messy home cheesemaking equipment and turns it into a simple, easy-to-clean appliance that fits on your kitchen countertop. Our goal here at FROMMAGIO is to bring the finest artisanal quality natural cheese into your home. After living in France for many years, I returned to the United States and asked myself, why don't we have easy-to-access, delicious, affordable, healthy cheese? With FROMMAGIO, now everyone will. When you first try FROMMAGIO's homemade cheese, you might be actually eating real cheese for the first time. You will never want to go back to the store-bought processed cheese or overpriced imported cheese. Most of the healthy cultures in store-bought cheese are gone by the time you consume it. With FROMMAGIO, you can make an incredible variety of cheese, from probiotic to any type of vegan cheese, fresh yogurt, kefir, tofu, and more. After, you can even use the whey, a protein-rich byproduct of cheese, for anything from a healthy shake to a fertilizer for your garden. It's time for you to take control of your own ingredients. Whether you are looking for a natural way to make vegan or kosher cheese, feed the kids, or just impress your dinner guests, FROMMAGIO can make cheese just the way you want it. FROMMAGIO also has a mobile app that is going to create the first truly connected community of cheese lovers. In the app, users can choose from a number of default classic cheeses, such as mozzarella or feta, which they can then send to their FROMMAGIO with one click. You can also choose an original cheese created by other users worldwide, or create your own. For example, I love the taste of camembert, but I also like the taste and consistency of chèvre. By adding a little black pepper, I've now created a black pepper camembert cheese. From the app, you can also control the machine, track the cheese-making process, order ingredients, and more. The app and touchscreen LCD make it simple by telling you when to pour in the milk, add ingredients such as cheese cultures or rennet, and best of all, when your cheese is ready. We are now ready to start manufacturing. We just need your help. So to all the cheese lovers out there, who's ready to go all the way?
Introducing STEMOSCOPE, an advanced stethoscope designed with STEM education and recreations in mind. Very affordable, compact, easy to use, and with rich features through an app. Traditionally, a stethoscope has to be used, and it is quite cumbersome and lacks features such as visualizing these insightful and engaging sounds and recording them for studies and sharing. We set out not only to overcome all these deficiencies, but to add portability, ease of use, and rich features to make listening to these engaging sounds a fun, informative, and entertaining experience. Turn on the STEMOSCOPE, start the app, press listen, and you can start to hear the sounds of life. Just place the STEMOSCOPE where you are interested and start to listen. Now, let's listen to some sound samples STEMOSCOPE recorded. Earphones are needed because the built-in speaker in your smart device is not good at playing bass sounds. Simply put the STEMOSCOPE over the heart. You can hear the lub-dub heart sounds. If you have a blood pressure monitor, you may listen to the blood pressure sounds. Traditionally, blood pressure is measured with a cuff and a stethoscope, and the stethoscope is used to detect the sounds of blood flow during cuff deflation, so-called Korotkov sounds. If you have a pet, you may communicate with him or her by listening to and learning from his or her heart. You may choose to have your pet wear it so that your pet can move freely when you listen. If you are a new mom, you may record your heartbeats and play them to your baby. Your baby may enjoy them because these are the sounds your baby enjoyed when he or she was still in the womb. Trees create rich songs too. Listening to trees can reveal the connections between us and nature. Place a STEMOSCOPE on a tree trunk and you may hear a quiet popping sound while the tree is drinking water from its roots. Or a rumbling noise can be heard when a tree moves and vibrates. With advanced audio signal processing that rivals those in a professional digital stethoscope, the STEMOSCOPE lets you rediscover you and the world around you from a fun and informative digital listening experience. Record your womb sounds for your baby. Hear the voice of your backyard tree with your kids. Feel the heartbeats of your loved ones and your pets. Or simply modify your voice for fun. Unlimited fun, information, and education from STEMOSCOPE. Hello, STEMOSCOPE.
Hello, STEMOSCOPE.
Hello, STEMOSCOPE.
If you could build your own robot, what would it be? If you had all the robotics tools you needed, what would you create? This is MindKit. It's the first all-in-one robotics developer kit with the software and hardware to get started with robotics. MindKit has 3 core modules. The Cerebrum is a single-board computer where you control the robot's sensing and decision-making. The servo controller helps create and control movement. You can easily connect up to 20 servo motors simultaneously. MindKit's high-capacity battery is built specifically for robot functionality. Our operating system, MindOS, is purpose-built for coding robots. What can you create? MindKit features advanced capabilities like LiDAR SLAM, so it can map indoor space in real time. So if you want a robot that recognizes people and gives them a hug,
Okay, robot. Pass the salt.
one that responds to commands,
Pass the hot sauce.
or whatever kind of robot, you can make it happen. And those are just the basics. With our open source Mind SDK, you can develop your own skills. There's no ceiling on what you can create. MindKit. Can you robot?
The WiPHONE is a VoIP mobile phone and development tool designed by hackers for hackers. Tools like dev kits and breakout boards are great for prototyping, but there's a lot of work between a messy prototype and something your spouse or boss could appreciate. Modern phones have enough compute power to land a man on the moon, and a user interface even a kid can understand. But they aren't designed for hacking and making. What would it look like if we combine the power and simplicity of mobile phones with the adaptability of our favorite dev board? What if we could easily develop our own apps instead of using the prepackaged ones from our friendly neighborhood IoT company? What if you could keep your project in the living room instead of exiled to the basement? What if you could understand the whole OS and change it how you want? The WiPHONE is designed for hackers, not passive consumers. You're encouraged to tear it apart and repurpose it. You're allowed to change the firmware from the ground up. It can be completely disassembled in under a minute. The back of the phone is a PCB you can swap out for something new or replace with your own design. Signals are transferred through spring contacts, so you don't even need a connector. And it makes free calls over Wi-Fi. Hi, this is Ben from the WiPHONE team. I want to make a phone for engineers and hardware hackers like me. We've been working on the WiPHONE for about a year now, and many of you have been along for the ride as we went from the basic prototypes to the pre-production units you see today. It's been a blast so far, and now we need your support to help us finish the design, buy our tooling, and go into production. With your help, we can build a phone designed by hackers for hackers. A tool to help you on your next awesome project. And even if you're not a hacker, it can make free calls over Wi-Fi.